Ladies and gentlemen, Zelda fans the world over, it finally could be time next month. What is good? It is your boy HMK here once again, and I know when it comes to Zelda content on this channel, or I should say the world over, we've been waiting a long time for Breath of the Wild 2 or anything Zelda related in order to get that hype flowing back into our veins. And even though E3 is cancelled next month, we're still having other shows such as Xbox Bethesda show, we have Summer's Game Fest, and we're probably going to get more announcements as time goes on. And I'm pretty sure 100% Nintendo is still gonna have their E3 time show, their own Nintendo Direct. It's gonna be just like Nintendo Direct, like the definitely not E3 Nintendo Direct. And when that happens, we're probably due for a big Zelda blowout. And let me explain to you why. Of course, we have other games such as Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3, and Mario Strikers Battle League, among other games to look forward to. But big announcements and reveals going into the end of 2022, the beginning of 2023, spring 2023, when it comes to The Legend of Zelda and more. We're bound for those type of announcements, right? But then there's also the rumors, the leaks, the perspective that since Breath of the Wild 2 was pushed out of this year into next year, which is not that big of a deal. You know, a lot of people say, oh, it hurts, but I mean, now we know a concise time of, year time for Breath of the Wild 2, which is spring 2023. And I promise you, I wholeheartedly believe that next month we're going to get a Breath of the Wild 2 blowout. They're going to begin the hype train in order to reveal more and more as time goes on into release date. We're going to get a name, all that good jazz, an identity next month. But along with that, I do believe, even though people and Tantalus says otherwise, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, possibly they have a bundle, is going to be revealed and announced next month in order to have it released this year, because every year for like a long time we've had Zelda releases every year. Last year it was 2021 it was Skyward Sword, and then the year before that it was Age of Calamity, and the year before that it was Link's Awakening, and the year before that it was Hyrule Warrior Definitive Edition, and the year before that it was Breath of the Wild, right? And then the year before that was Twilight Princess HD, and the year before that, case in point, yada yada yada. So for this year, I do believe that we're gonna get Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, sometime either released in October, because we already got the big September game, Splatoon 3, and we're getting Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in July. That is insane. I mean, maybe the game like Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD come out in August, but I think October will be a good spot. Maybe August, it gets revealed, and in 2 months it comes out. Now, a lot of people say that because what Tantalus said, that Nintendo did not approach them in terms of, creating a port or a follow-up of Twilight Princess HD into that of the Nintendo Switch, because they're the ones who developed Twilight Princess HD for the Wii U and developed Skyward Sword HD for the Switch. They weren't really, tackled by Nintendo on like, hey, listen, do this for us. A couple of reasons. One, NDA. Two, Nintendo could try and develop it in-house, or just, 3, NDA. I do believe that Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD is coming to the Switch. And then remember, Wind Waker HD wasn't developed by Tantalus. It was in-house along with Hexadrive, if I'm remembering correctly. It was partly in-house, and then Hexadrive helped with the graphics. And then all that good jazz is going to lead into the hype into Breath of the Wild 2's true release date and identity, all of that. The reason why I feel it's not going to get in the way for that possible, long stream of promotion, because that's kind of like what happened with the original Breath of the Wild. We finally got a name, Breath of the Wild 2016, and then from 2016 into release, it was pretty wild. You could say it was Breath of the Wild. I said Breath of the Wild. Anyways, since it's Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, we kind of already know the bag. If you didn't have a Wii U, I mean, if you played it on the original systems, the GameCube, the Wii, and maybe even the Wii U, then you already know the deal. We like, come on, it's Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. If you guys haven't played those games, you've been living under a rock, and then it's like it's been all over the place. So it's not like Nintendo really needs to like, hey guys, Twilight Princess, relive the darkness of the Twilight, or Wind Waker, relive the open ocean of the Great Sea. It's like, no, they've done that already. We kind of know the deal. It's like now available on Nintendo Switch. Got it, good. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it. On the go. It's time, right? But see, they don't have to really focus all on that going into Breath of the Wild 2's own promotion. It's not going to get in the way. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So I feel that, you know, we're due for the blowout that the 35th anniversary could never give us, you know, because of all the, you know, variables that happen with the world and throughout the years or whatever. But I feel it's finally time. Breath of the Wild 2, Spring, true name, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD. Let us get it going. Age of Calamity DLC, done. Skyward Sword is right out and released. It's time to focus. We're gonna focus on Zelda. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be grand. It's gonna be amazing. Xenoblade and Splatoon are gonna be out and about, and it's gonna be time for Zelda to recapture, unless they decide to announce Super Mario Odyssey 2 or something. But Zelda. So I want to know what you guys think, and you guys are hyped for that perspective. Leave your thoughts and theories in the comment section below, and be sure to like, share, and most importantly subscribe to HMK to keep it up with Zelda content every week going into the hype of Breath of the Wild 2's release in spring, and next month is gonna be good. It's gonna be grand. So until the next video, this has been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.